Hi, my name is Rebecca Powers with SLCT, and here is what's happening in Sterling and Lancaster. The Sterling American Legion Hiram O. Taylor Post 189 will have a meeting on June 4th at 7:30 p.m. in the Legion Hall at 32 School Street. The Massachusetts Department of Transportation will be holding a public hearing to discuss the construction of traffic lights to Route 70 and 117 in Lancaster. This public hearing will take place on May 23rd at 7 p.m. in the Prescott Building. There will be road construction in Lancaster starting on May 29th. The construction will start at Langan Road and move west up North Main Street. The construction should take 8 to 12 weeks. May is Lancaster History Month at the Thayer Memorial Library. On Thursday, May 31st, there will be a talk about the history of Memorial Hall. The talk starts at 7 p.m. For more information, call 978-368-8928, extension 4.
I'm Lex Thomas, editor of Sterling Meeting House News and reporter at large for Sterling-Lancaster Community Television. This is the middle of May now, and May is a very, very important month in that it is Lyme Awareness Month. And I am delighted to have with me Michelle Miller. She is a guest with me here every single year because the information that she brings about Lyme disease and its prevention and information about it is so invaluable to our community. Yes. Welcome, Michelle.
Well, thank you again, Lex, for having me again come and talk about this important topic.
Now, I thought of you actually a number of weeks ago because I've noticed over the last 3 or 4 weeks on my news feeds, on my Facebook feeds, there have been stories saying that this is going to be a particularly bad year for insect-borne and tick-borne illnesses.
Right.
Have you heard that, and what's your response to that?
Yes, we've been hearing that, and it's actually vector-borne diseases. So we're finding that it's not just coming from ticks, a lot of these diseases. It's coming from the bite of mosquitoes as well. So, and it is a really bad season already. The other night, my husband woke up at 2:45 in the morning, felt something crawling on him. He had been working in the yard, and sure enough, he had a tick crawling on him. Our dog was not even in our bed with us, but he was working in the yard, and he had dropped his clothes on the floor, and I'm sure one was on his pant legs, socks, whatever. Ticks crawl. They don't fly or jump. So most likely they're coming from the ground up onto somebody, and they're looking for a warm spot to start feeding on. And they are out in full force.
Now, what is it, Michelle, that makes a year worse than another year? Is there something to do with the climate leading up to now? What is it that determines that?
We don't know exactly. There's a lot of talk about that. We're hearing it could be global warming and that our winters aren't as harsh. So, these ticks are still living in temperatures a little bit over 34 degrees. They're pretty hardy creatures.
Now, before we get into prevention, I do want to let our audience know that Michelle is the co-founder, together with her husband, of the Central Mass Lyme Foundation, which unfortunately had its genesis in a very sad event in the death of your own mother from advanced Lyme disease. So there is a resource here with Michelle, and tell us what the website is.
So the website is centralmasslyme.org, and we also still have our conference website up. So it's centralmasslymeconference.com, where you can still see video presentations of guest speakers at our past conferences.
And you also have a monthly meeting, is that so?
We have monthly meetings as well.
Where and when?
Our monthly meetings are usually the second Saturday of every month except December, and they're at 90 Holden Street in Worcester, from 1 to 3 p.m. And we typically bring in a guest speaker to just raise awareness and educate as many people as we can about how serious this disease is.
Now, I see that you have brought some product here, as well as this flyer that you hand out.
Yep.
Central Mass Lyme Foundation. It's Lyme Time. And just some tips on how to protect yourself, walking in the middle of trails away from tall grass and bushes, wearing a hat, spraying tick repellent on your clothing and shoes before entering the woods. And there's 7 tips here that are extremely helpful with this. And so, Michelle, talk a little bit about what you've got here. I love the big tick here.
Yeah, and I wish they were this big, Lex, because we probably wouldn't have such a problem.
Exactly.
But they are the size of a poppy seed. When I go to the schools, I bring my poppy seed bagels, and I have a supply of dead ticks that I kind of spread on these bagels, and the kids are having a hard time finding them, even with a magnifying glass, because they are just so tiny. And we also give out tick cards, tick identification cards.
Oh.
And right now, our foundation, through some private funding, are putting together tick testing kits. And we have donated 150 of these kits to a golf tournament that's going to be held with the Board of Realtors, because I am a real estate agent as well. And you can get Lyme disease golfing, working in your yard. But as
showing houses, taking clients around the property of the house.
Exactly.
Sure.
So we've distributed 150 to this tournament, and we have an upcoming 5K in Hubbardston that each walker will have one of these kits with them.
Oh, excellent.
So if they do find one on the trail,
sure,
they can take this vinyl glove. It's not a latex glove. We've talked to a nurse about what we need to have in this kit. We have the tick ID card with instructions on the back, keeping the tick. UMass Amherst, we are so fortunate to have in our state a tick testing lab. So if one does find that a tick is on them attached for, I don't care if it's 3 hours, they still can transmit something, Lex, into us.
Sure.
So it's a really misnomer that, if it's under 24 hours, you're fine.
You're fine, right.
I wouldn't want to bet my life on it. So the directions for keeping the tick, where to send it for testing, and then also fine point tweezers.
Sure.
And they can be the tweezers that we use to pluck our eyebrows,
sure,
right? And then an antiseptic wipe. Okay. So through some private donations, we were able to put these kits together.
Excellent.
And we're speaking actually to the Wachusett school nurses the end of this month, and we're going to be giving each school nurse one of these kits.
Very good. What else have you got here? You've got an insect repellent here for clothing.
We've got ways to show everyone how to prevent themselves from getting bit in the first place. So number 1, permethrin can be used on your clothes.
Okay.
Please do not put it on your skin. It is a very, very strong chemical that will kill ticks on impact, but should not be absorbed into your bloodstream in any way. Okay. Hunters wear this, actually. They put it on their boots and their socks and whatnot. We've partnered with a insect shield and bug beware company that's what they do. They treat, if you don't want to spray this on your clothes, they treat the clothes.
Very good.
So we sell socks through them, and it lasts 60 to 70 washes.
Wow.
We're being told.
Excellent.
So if you don't want to have this chemical in your house, you can work with this company to order socks and clothes through them if you'd like.
Sure.
These are all natural because I don't encourage people to put DEET on their skin.
Sure.
Our skin is our largest organ. It goes right to our bloodstream. So this is called Tixanol, and it's all organic. It's all essential oils, and that is safe to spray on your skin, as well as this one. This is DEET free. And it's a biting bug spray.
And then I see here that you also have a lint roller. This looks like what I use to get cat hair off of me constantly.
People are saying, Michelle, why do you have a lint roller? Well, when I went to speak to landscapers and surveyors, they said, Michelle, I get back in my truck, I'm driving, and I'm seeing them crawl up my sleeves.
Oh, that's disturbing.
So I said, well, if you had a lint roller, you could just go like that. You wouldn't be touching the ticks in any way.
Exactly.
But they would be on your lint roller.
You'd be capturing them.
Right. Right.
Excellent, yeah.
So, a dollar store?
Exactly.
You know, we're not talking very expensive stuff here to prevent your cells from getting bit in the first place.
Very, very important to have.
And also, please check your pets. Your pets, I mean, you know, my dog's bringing them in.
Sure.
They're lower to the ground, and like I said, ticks crawl.
Yes.
So they're going to be crawling on your pets if they're going outside.
Yeah.
And
so very important to check
very
the household
important.
pets.
And you want to also do tick checks on your children and yourselves.
Yes, of course.
Before you go to bed.
Sure.
I mean, I got a frantic call the other morning from a parent who just found one on her daughter's head. She thinks it's been there for 3 or 4 days.
Oh my, yeah.
You know?
And that's very scary.
It is.
Now, with this being Lyme Awareness Month, I know that you've got some activities going on. You've already referred to the 5K. Tell us about that. How do people get involved?
Yeah. So Kayla Casiello, Sweet Family in Hubbardston, her father got very, very sick with Lyme disease. Wanted to do something to raise awareness like what we're doing.
Sure.
And this is her third 5K in Hubbardston. And I know it's Memorial Day weekend, but it is going to be that Saturday. And it does start at 9. Registration, unfortunately, is closed online.
Right.
But anybody can still come.
Sure.
It's $15. It's a nice recreational field.
Sure.
We're not going to be walking on the street or anything. We're just going to be all walking together in unity, that there are a lot of people affected by this disease.
And a nice family event, too. It kind of allows people to do something together.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Well, Michelle, as always, you're doing fantastic work with this.
Thank you.
I encourage you all to look up the Central Mass Lyme Foundation website. Take a look at the past conference. Are you already planning the next conference?
not for this year, but hopefully next year. We're looking for another location, actually, more central in our state.
So look out for those things. Look out for the information, and there's also contact information for Michelle if you have a particular concern or a problem, or if you, as you said with that mother, you wake up and you find a tick on yourself or your child and you don't know quite what to do.
She didn't know what to do.
Exactly. Michelle is the person to get in touch with. Michelle, once again, thank you so much, and good luck with the 5K.
Thank you, Lex.
Claire Hopkins of Brilliant Botany will be at the Thayer Memorial Library on June 4th at 6 p.m. She will discuss bees, lemurs, and other pollinators essential to our planet. The Sterling American Legion Post 189 will be holding a ham and bean supper on May 26th at the First Church Hall at 5:30 p.m. For tickets, call Bob Temple at 978-479-0086. The Sterling Memorial Day Parade will be on May 28th and start at 11 a.m. Formation will be at 10:45 at the Hillside Cemetery. The Conant Public Library will be holding an art and writing contest for kids in grades 5 through 8. All entries must be submitted by June 7th. For more information, contact the library at 978-422-6904. I'm Rebecca Powers, and that's what's happening.